49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Check, 52. Check, 52. Come on. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And his first carry, he loses the football. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On second and 15 now. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or they're athletic.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner, his second sack of the night.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st down, here's Breida. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll throw it with Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Carson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Check, watch it before. Stay with your man.
14. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. The 40, 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 87 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Wilson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken around the 12. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing again on second down. Rosen, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Go down. Good job right there. Right there.
On third down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
He's checking.
They'll try to run with Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Waiting. Mike, my boy. Better bring it. You better bring it.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Off the play fake. Ray. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ray. This is caught. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Again he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Ray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ray. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, Ray. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check Mike, check Mike.
2nd and 2. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Ray. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Go. 14.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Mike 54. We ain't giving him nothing today.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now it's Breida. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Operating from the gun. Ray. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw. Ray gets this one to Juszczyk. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
On second down now. It's Gordon, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 59 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Point after here coming up. And it's 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's a run. They're running it.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 66 yards for him on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 14 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's out right at the 25. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Eluding the pressure right. Check down to Breida. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Ray. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. It's complete to Lockett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Joey, come get some if you want some. But you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and